Not many people wake up thrilled at the possibility of a federal bill on infrastructure. But news of a $1 trillion infrastructure agreement between Democrats and Republicans, with $550 billion in new spending, is a big deal, one that could affect Americans' lives both directly and indirectly. The bill itself includes a lot of measures that will help current and future generations. A major expansion of high-speed internet, spending for roads, bridges, and public transit, and funding for clean drinking water. It would include new measures to combat climate change, including money for electric vehicles and modernizing the power grid. Second, the fact that the Senate reached a deal could eventually unlock an even bigger and more ambitious bill that could also make a big difference in people's lives. If the bipartisan deal ultimately passes, moderate Democrats will have the cover they wanted to vote for a bill Congress can pass with only Democratic support. That second bill would focus in large part on President Joe Biden's human infrastructure agenda, expanding the child tax credits, establishing paid family and medical leave, funding universal preschool and free community college, and further action on climate change. These are all things, again, that would have a sizable impact on people's lives, adding up to the biggest expansion of social welfare programs since former President Lyndon Johnson's Great Society, which included Medicare and Medicaid, in the 1960s. The road to Biden signing these measures isn't certain. With most of the details now worked out, the bipartisan deal made it past an early vote in the Senate 67-32, with 17 Republicans joining. But now the Senate will need to give the bill full approval, along with the House of Representatives, before Biden can sign it into law. Then, Democrats will need to pass, with only a few votes to lose in the House and none to lose in the Senate, the other, bigger bill before it ends up on Biden's desk. Yet Biden and other Democrats are pushing hard, treating this as a cornerstone of the president's achievements. Biden's party already passed a $1.9 trillion stimulus package earlier this year focused on short-term economic relief. But the set of infrastructure bills, part of his Build Back Better agenda, would have longer-term impact and help define Biden's legacy early on. If nothing else, Democrats hoped that the bills would show Americans, in the lead-up to the 2022 midterm elections, that the party is trying to help. A consistent theme of Biden's presidency is his argument that Democrats have to show that democracy, and the federal government, can work for everyday Americans. After a year of COVID-19 in which the federal response was anything but competent, and following decades more in which the role of government in everyday life has been shrunk and hidden, what experts call the submerged state, many have lost faith that the government can work for them.